On the pole, ladies and gentlemen, from Boise, Idaho, 63M, Dan Lowther. From Merced, California, 58Z, Jesse Sanchez. From Cambridge, Minnesota, 11L, Connor Anderson. From Bucyrus, Ohio, 24F, J.R. Addison. From Cambridge, Minnesota, 21L, that is Cole Anderson, so the Anderson brothers up there on the front row. From Canandaigua, New York, the Flying Tomato, 36B, Colby Carlisle. 31G, Dylan Bell. 11Z, Andrew Luker. 70Y, Chris Kobari. 27E, Joe Roberts. 21Z, Kyle Jones. 25Y, Gage McAllister, that's row number 2. Row number 3, 22A, Mitch Harvick. 92Y, Casey Yarrow. 58Y, Robert Bacosa. 93Z, Bo Thompson. 56Z, Damon Coca. And the 54A, that is Dan Bromley. It is go time, ladies and gentlemen. We'll take the top 4 finishers out of this one to the main event. Everybody else puts them in the hauler. Here we go. Pro singles. Last chance qualifier. 3 rows of 6. It is go time. First yellow light is on. Second yellow light is on. Now the red light comes on. Uh-oh. Somebody's rolling on the front straightaway also.
Yeah, I think we see who it is. And Scotty, that's what we talked about earlier. That's where that laser beam comes into play. Once that tire crosses it, it stops the computer from moving forward. And that gives us an opportunity to move that rider 24 feet from the last row.
I see 3 riders now on the back straightaway. So they took 1 off the front row. Is the 11L of Anderson. They took 2 off of row number 3. So here we go. Complete restart. First yellow's on. Second yellow's on. And they are green. Into the first corner they go. It's the Flying Tomato, Colby Carlisle pulling the whole shot. Carlisle's got the lead. He'll take him down the back straightaway. 18 riders. First time we have had 18 riders all on the track at one time. They'll take him into turn number 3. Look at the battle deep in the field. Here comes a bunch of them battling for 4th on back. It's anybody's race. Here they come up before. The Tomatoes got some breathing room. Here they come back at us on the front straightaway. Second spot's the 58 bike. Here's Carlisle at the point. Action's heating up. A bunch of riders going backwards in a hurry. Battle for second place. Jesse Sanchez is there. J.R. Addison's in the 3rd spot. Lowther's in 4th. Dan Bromley's in the 5th. Cole Anderson back there in the 6th spot. Here they come back at us. Lap number 2 is going in the books right now. Here they come up in turn number 4. There's your leader, Colby Carlisle. Second. Looks like he's beating the horse. That is Bromley, I believe, is in the 2nd spot now. Dan Bromley takes over 2nd on the KTM. Who's in 3rd? That's J.R. Addison. JR came back after his wicked get off there in Springfield, Illinois, went to the Virginia Mega Mile and pulled up the victory. The lead has shrunk now to about 1 bike length. It's Colby Carlisle. Second is Dan Bromley. Bromley puts the KTM up the inside. He's trying to take the lead. The better up he finished, the better starting you pick you will have in that main event. 1 rider's trying the high line once again. Bromley's up about a bike length off of the bottom. He's trying to go around the outside of Carlisle. Colby Carlisle at the point, the New York rider. Other side of the world is where he comes from, so it's Carlisle out front. Here comes Bromley in the 2 spot. 3rd, J.R. Addison. 4th right now is where all the action is right now. It's Jesse Sanchez. Here comes Bromley looking for the lead. Bromley goes around the outside, takes the lead momentarily down the back straightaway. Colby Carlisle gets the drive on the inside. Shut-off contest in the 3, so now it's Dan Bromley, Colby Carlisle, J.R. Addison. Your top 3 broke away. 4th and 5th just touched going into turn number 3. They both slip off the group. Here comes Andrew Luker in his pro debut. He now is in the 4th spot. So Luker had happened what he needed to. 2 riders in front of him touched, and he comes on by, but he is now the man on the bubble. He's got everybody behind him. Andrew Luker now in the 4th spot. Another rider looking for a way through that is Cole Anderson, the 21L. Anderson goes around the outside trying to make the pass. 2 laps to go, ladies and gentlemen. It's Bromley, Colby Carlisle, J.R. Addison. Now new rider comes up there and takes the 4th spot away. Andrew Luker's on the high side. Anderson's on the inside. They're leaning on each other in turn number 3. Turn number 2 down the back straightaway. It is Bromley Carlisle, 1st and 2nd by themselves. 3rd spot, J.R. Addison, he's by himself. Now in the 4th spot is Cole Anderson, Cambridge, Minnesota rider. He puts Luker back there in the 5th spot. Last lap, pro singles. Last chance qualifier. It is Bromley at the point, pulling away now. Carlisle's in 2nd. He's settled in there. 3rd spot, J.R. Addison in the 3rd spot. 4th. It is Cole Anderson. Last lap, last corner. What's going to happen? Watching for that transfer position, see if anything changes. Here's your winner. It is Dan Bromley pulling off the victory. Carlisle in 2nd. Addison 21L, Cole Anderson, Minnesota gets in there just barely, so we'll give you a rundown right now. Your top 4 transfers, top 2 actually listed both on KTM's. Dan Bromley, the 54A, and Colby Carlisle, the 36B going in. That's the letter A from Pennsylvania, the letter B from New York. J.R. Addison takes the 24F to 3rd, and your 4th and final transfer, the 21L, Cole Anderson. Looked like Andrew Luker had this position momentarily, lost it with about a lap or 2 to go. He will finish 5th in his pro debut. Dylan Bell will get 6th, Chris Kobari 7th, KCRO 8th, Jesse Sanchez will get the 9th spot, Dan Lowther will get 10th, Joe Roberts 11th, Gates McAllister, Bo Thompson, Connor Anderson 14th, Mitch Harvitt, Damon Coca, Kyle Jones, and Robert Bacosa rounds out your field. Let's go to the podium with your last chance qualifier winner. That's Dan Bromley.
You know what? I think, if I'm not mistaken, Scotty, he started back on that back row in this one. He's from Warrenton, Pennsylvania, ladies and gentlemen. This young man can ride absolutely any kind of motorcycle you've got, but when he's on a flat track, he's truly magic. Give it up for Pennsylvania's number 54A, Dan Bromley. Dan, that was a great race out there. You guys were really going at it, but at the end, it was the KTM.
Oh yeah, you know, coming from the last starting spot on the outside, you know, my dad had to, he told me, excuse my language, he told me to shit and get. So I did that, and I can't thank him enough, you know. In the heat race, I was running okay, but I broke my throttle cables. We kind of patched it together, and it's working right now.
Yeah, I saw him over there. He was kind of throwing stuff around, wrenching, trying to get it done in time to get you out there. Dan, great ride. I know there's some people you want to thank.
Oh yeah, I can't thank my dad enough for all the hard work he puts into my motorcycles. Kent and Colby Carlisle for hauling my bikes out here and giving me hospitality. The whole KTM North American Off-Road team, Triple J Racing, Jack and Josie, they're all great people, and my uncle Steve Bromley, he builds my motors, and Junior Jackson for giving me a fast bike.
Killing it here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, and his dad standing right here, Joe Bromley, one of the great guys with the American Motorcyclist Association, who we have a lot of respect for. How about it, ladies and gentlemen, one more time, your winner of the LCQ, Dan Bromley.
It's time for the Specialty Fabrication Dash for Cash. We've got the fastest 6 riders here tonight. On the pole from Morris, Connecticut, the Zanatti Racing Harley-Davidson, number 2, Kenny Coolbeth Jr. Starting second from Clio, Michigan, the Rogers Racing Las Vegas Harley-Davidson, number 9, the Jammer Jared Mees. Starting third from Crystal, Michigan, the Don's Kawasaki Entry, number 17, Hammer and Hank Wiles. In the 4th starting spot from Coatesville, Pennsylvania, the Ramspur Winery Lloyd Brothers Motorsports Harley, number 5, Jersey Jake Johnson. Starting 5th from Graham, Washington, the Southeast Harley-Davidson, number 7, Slammin' Sammy Halbert. And starting 6th, your fast qualifier earlier tonight, the Lawrence Racing Harley-Davidson from Mississauga, Ontario, Canada, number 73, Dougie Fresh, Doug Lawrence. Here we go, expert, Dash for Cash, extra $5,000 in the pot. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, 4 laps. One rider back on row number 2, that is Doug Lawrence. Looked like Wiles got a little bit squirrely right there off the line. Not sure if he missed the gear, if there was contact. Oh, Coolbeth going down. Kenny Coolbeth going down in turn number 2. Take him down the backside. Red flag's going to come out. There is the red flag now. They're coming out. And then Coolbeth, he's moving around a little bit in turn number 2. He high-sided over there pretty hard. I'm pretty sure it's Coolbeth. We'll verify that here in just a second. There's only 6 of them. It was Kenny Coolbeth, the king of cool, going down in turn number 2. That does change everything, ladies and gentlemen. So Kenny Coolbeth and actually his teammate Stevie Bonzi went down a little bit further back in that corner in the first round of practice. Actually broke, I'm hearing rumors that he, reports that he broke his collarbone. So both the Zanatti Harleys having troubles in turns 1 and 2. And that's the king of cool. 4 wins this season. And he gets a wild ride over there in turn number 2. Looked like Wiles had problems off the start, kind of got everything bunched up a little bit. I'm not sure if that was a factor when they got all the way around to turn number 2. I doubt it. But Coolbeth goes for the wild ride. The bike is backed up already. Getting our down rider checked out right now. So a tough break for the king of cool, Kenny Coolbeth. They're trying to catch his breath a little bit. The helmet comes off right now, so he's sitting up right now trying to gather his thoughts. And I'm not sure exactly why the 73 of Doug Lawrence was back there on row number 2. We'll try to find that out for you as well. But we will have a complete restart in our Specialty Fabrications Dash for Cash. This one was scheduled for $1,000 to win, but since Specialty Fabrications threw the extra $5,000 in there, the winner of this race, a 4-lap race, will get $3,500. Special thanks to Specialty Fabrications. Also, thanks goes out to a good friend of mine, Rod Lake, Ocean Pro, Eddie Mulder, and Coolbeth came to his feet. The fans have already seen it before I did. So Kenny Coolbeth looks like he is all right. He's getting everything checked out over there. He does have an opportunity, I believe, to switch to a backup motorcycle since there was no laps completed if Kenny is up to it. So it looked like he got up on his own. Also, while I'm giving thanks out, special thanks goes to Eddie Mulder, Victory Chevrolet, who's our presenting sponsor. Also, they did a gas fund to help get money raised for all of our riders to get out here to the West Coast. And special thanks to that goes out to Craig Rogers Racing, Harley Davidson Motor Company, and Terry and Nancy Houghton. I know Nancy's at home watching. We wish you could have made it out here, Nancy, but we understand your circumstances. Hopefully you get better soon, and we'll see you at the racetrack again pretty soon. So looks like Kenny's walking it off over there in turn number 2. Hopefully that's a good news. He's going to try to get a ride back. It looks like he's going to climb back on the back of the Kimco scooter. I believe that might be Steve Moorhead over there, or Dan Johnson, possibly one of the, actually Dan's up here with me, so it's not him, but looks like Kenny Coolbeth's going to get a ride back on the scooter that's over there inside turn number 2, and I believe he will have the opportunity to go to the backup bike if he wants to restart this one, and possibly will not be able to. I haven't heard anything on the AMA Pro Racing Radio. Coolbeth's right there on that scooter inside turn 1 right now, ladies and gentlemen. Let's put our hands together one more time for Kenny Coolbeth. He can hear you. It's actually Brian Smith that went over there to pick him up on his scooter, so that's a Kimco scooter, but Brian Smith went to go pick up his good buddy, Kenny Coolbeth. Class acts, both of those 2 riders. So we're going to stage them up once again, so that leaves 4 riders on the front row. We'll try to find out why Doug Lawrence is back there on row number 2. Let me check on that real quick.
Scotty, down in here at the staging area, Zanotti Racing has the backup motorcycle warming right now, getting up to tip. We are awaiting the arrival of Kenny Coolbeth, but I think he's on his way here in just a moment. This beautiful Harley Davidson XR 750, they've got a great backup bike. I hesitate to even call it a B bike. It's probably every bit as good as its primary motorcycle.
They're going on the front straightaway, so now Daryl says, let's wait a second. So I thought they were getting ready to turn them loose, but the number 2's rolling. The hot box is actually located in a kind of an unusual place. The AMA Pro tent has been lowered down, and that's on the outside of there. So now they're going to restart them. Here we go. So Coolbeth is out. So we're going to take off right now with 5 bikes. All these riders will get some points. Here we go. The light is green, and they're off in a hurry.
And Scotty, it is reported to me that Kenny actually scratched himself from the Dashwood Cash.
Okay.
Took himself out.
Johnson gets into the backside of Henry Wiles back there for 3rd and 4th. Now they're taking down the back straightaway. Johnson takes over that 3rd spot down the back chute into Sammy Halbert out front on the 7 bike. Second now it is the Jammers. We got the Slammer and the Jammer first and second. Sammy Halbert at the point. Jared Meese in the 2 spot. Jake Johnson back here in 3rd. $3,500 to win, 4 laps to get it done. It is the Specialty Fabrications Dash for Cash. Sammy Halbert. Now Johnson makes the move up the inside. Johnson goes by. Meese right there in the middle of the corner on the inside, takes over 2nd place. He sets his sights now on the leader. It's Sammy Halbert, Jake Johnson, Jared Meese, your top 3. Doug Lawrence in 4th, Henry Wiles in 5th. Remember, that's bonus points. 5 points to win, 4 for 2nd, 3 for 3rd on back. So it's Sammy Halbert. Johnson's on the move, ladies and gentlemen. He's caught up to the back tire of Sammy Halbert. He tries the high line. Now he ducks back in, gets in line. Laps are winding down, 2 to go. We'll take him down the back straightaway. Sammy Halbert at the point. Jake Johnson's right there in his shadow now. White flag is going to fly this time by. It's Sammy Halbert, Jersey Jake Johnson. Remember, he won here back in 2011. Looks like he knows his way around the racetrack. White flag is out. Let's see what Jake Johnson does in turn number 1. This is where he made the pass. Right about there is where he made the pass on Meese. He's right there on the back tire. They'll take him down the back straightaway. Last lap. Looks like Halbert gets the drive off the corner. Johnson's right there in 2nd. Meese is in 3rd. Last lap, last corner. Checkered flag waving already. Here comes slamming Sammy Halbert. Mr. Dash for Cash here in 2014. He'll bring him to the line. When there's money available, Sammy Halbert goes to the front. So Sammy Halbert wins your expert Dash for Cash. We got Harley Davidson's your top 5 finishers. Sammy Halbert's your winner by .089 seconds. Jake Johnson finishes 2nd. Jared Meese will get that 3rd spot, pick up 3 points. So the championship points now are down to 6 points between Smith and Meese. Doug Lawrence will finish in the 4th spot. Henry Wiles will get 5th. Kenny Coolbeth Well, unfortunately, will get scored in the 6th spot with no points. So special thanks to Specialty Fabrications for this expert Dash for Cash. They told the riders to go the way that Sammy's going to the podium, but they changed it up on us right here at the last minute. So Sammy will make the trip around, and he'll be up there on the victory podium. Specialty Fabrications putting up $5,000 extra into the expert Dash for Cash. Sammy Halbert takes the lion's share of it, $3,500 for 4 laps, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go trackside. This young man's going to be super excited.
Yeah, thank you, Scotty. I'm joined by Mark Zimmerman from Specialty Fabrications. He's got the winner's check. Ladies and gentlemen, he is one amongst the fastest flat track motorcycle racers in the world tonight. Think about it. Nobody in that race finished worse than second here tonight. Give it up for national number 7, one of your West Coast guys right here too, slamming Sammy Halbert. Let me go to Mark real quick. Mark, I know that we all appreciate it. I know Sammy does too. He'll get a chance to tell you, but on behalf of all of us and all these fans, thank you for what you, your brother, and Specialty Fabrications have done for this race.
Well, we appreciate what they do for the sport, and we enjoy the sport. We hope we can keep supporting.
Big check for slamming Sammy. Of course, we're thinking about your brother, Sammy. How are you doing? Good race and a big check.
Yeah, thanks. Big thanks to Mark and Randy Zimmerman, Specialty Fabrications, for putting up this big money. It was good to get that whole shot and get that win. Just, pretty shook up from what happened to my brother. Thoughts with him, and I just had to say, hey, you know what? He'd probably want me to win, so let's do this.
Yep, that's what you got to do. Congratulations on a great race. Now you're in that main event front row, baby. Good luck to you.
All right, thanks everybody for coming out. Thanks to all my sponsors, Southeast Harley, White's Harley, and everybody. Thanks.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, please give it up for slamming Sammy Halbert. Final time, say thank you to Mark Zimmerman. Thank you to all of you guys at Specialty Fab. Scotty. There are only 2 expert semis. Here is your starting lineup for expert semi number 1.
Expert semi number 1 will take the top 3 riders to the main event. Number 15 on the point from Clio, Michigan, the racing lady Nicole Meese. Starting second from Edmond, Oklahoma, number 74 Jeep, Ronnie Jones. Starting third from San Jose, California on the Suzuki, 54 Mikey Rush. Starting fourth from Mossville, Illinois, the KTM GE Capital Waters Auto Body Team, 27 Robbie Pearson. Starting fifth from Salinas, California, the USC Kawasaki 30Z Bronson Bauman. Last rider on the front row from Dryad, Washington, Kennedy Racing Entry. That's the number 11 of Scott Baker. Let's go back to row number 2, 96B, Cody John Cox, 25, Kevin Anderson, 69 scheduled to be out there. Jethro Halbert, he's not going to make the call. And the 51Z, Sean Raggio, back there. Looks like Scott Baker and Raggio were late to get to staging. They'll be back there on the third row. Here we go. Semi number 1, 10 laps the scheduled distance. Top 4 finishers. Let me correct myself again. Top 3 finishers to the main event. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. First, second, and third go to the main. Everybody else goes to the hauler. Here we go. Uh-oh. Somebody's getting anxious in the middle of the front row. That is Mikey Rush on the Suzuki SV1000. Last time that bike was out, it ran third at the Pomona Half-Mile last year, but had a different pilot. It was Briar Bauman riding that bike. So here we go. Once again, that's tuned by Ronnie Brown. Complete restart. Top 3 to the main. Getting ready, staged up and ready to go. And they are off. Nicole Meese pulls the whole shot. Robbie Pearson into the 2 spot. Now Ronnie Jones goes up the inside. He's looking for the lead. It's Nicole Meese, Ronnie Jones, Robbie Pearson. They'll take him off of turn number 2 down the backside. Nicole pulls away off of turn number 2. Ronnie Jones back in second. Robbie Pearson in the 3rd spot. They'll take him into turn number 3. First lap. Here they come off the last corner. It's Nicole Meese, the racing lady, is out front, number 15. Ronnie Jones in the 2 spot, number 74G. Bugs Pearson, number 27, back there in 3rd. 4th now, it is Bronson Bauman. Brombo back there in the 4th spot. He needs to make the main event. He needs to pick up 1 more spot. This is his professional start card, as he is just a pro singles rider, and he's got an opportunity to put that USC Kawasaki into the main event. Let's go back out front, Nicole Meese. That is Jared's wife out there in the lead on the 15 bike. Ronnie Jones still in second. Robbie Pearson back there in the 3rd spot, number 27 on the Waters Auto Body KTM entry. Second time he's ever rode that bike. Behind him, it is Bronson Bauman. Bauman goes absolutely nowhere off the corner. He actually actually gets past going into turn number 3. That is Mikey Rush, who came from the 3rd row, ladies and gentlemen. Mikey Rush is coming to the front, number 54. Keep your eyes on him. Rush from the 3rd row to the 4th spot now on that Suzuki. So back out front, Nicole Meese has company. Ronnie Jones is right there, number 74G. They'll take him down the back straightaway. Those two have broken away a little bit. Robbie Pearson, he is left to do battle with Mikey Rush. Rush on the 54 bike. He needs to pick up one more spot to make the direct transfer to the main event. Everybody else from 4th on that goes to the hauler. It's Nicole Meese, Ronnie Jones, Robbie Pearson, your top 3. So far, so good for the top 3 riders as they'll take them into turn number 2. Ronnie's on the back tire of Nicole Meese. They'll go down the back straightaway. It's Oklahoma's own Ronnie Jones in 2nd. Pearson's starting to get some pressure from Mikey Rush on the 54 bike. Kevin Clark, the best flagman in the business, pulls out the cross flags. We are halfway through semifinal number 1. There's Nicole Meese and the youngster, the 53-year-old rider, Ronnie Jones, right there in 2nd on the 74G. Battle for 3rd and 4th is getting really tight. It's still Bugs Pearson on the 27. Here comes 54. Mikey Rush goes up the inside, takes the 3rd spot away, and now he puts himself into a transfer position just past the halfway spot. It's Nicole Meese, Ronnie Jones, Mikey Rush, Robbie Pearson now in 4th. Bronson Bauman in the 5th spot. Behind him is Scott Baker, Cody Johncock. Anderson and Raggio round out your field. Down the back straightaway, Nicole's got a little bit more breathing room. Mikey Rush starting to pick up the pace each lap. Looks like he gets a little bit faster. He's now putting himself into a transfer position. Laps winding down. Lap number 7 goes in the books right now. It is Nicole Meese, Ronnie Jones, Mikey Rush, your top 3. Robbie Pearson, the odd man out on the 27 bike. Ronnie's starting to apply the pressure on Nicole Meese. Down the back chute they go. Nicole gets the drive off of turn number 2. She is in charge of this one. Ronnie dives in deeper into turn number 3. He is on the back wheel. 2 laps to go will be shown this time by. It's Nicole Meese, Ronnie Jones. Mikey Rush in the 3rd spot. Bugs Pearson's got to make up one more position if he wants to keep racing tonight. Off of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Lap and a half remaining. Looks like Nicole definitely gets the drive off of turn number 2 better than Ronnie Jones, but Ronnie closes the gap once again going into turn number 3. The white flag is waving already. Here they come off of turn number 3. It's Nicole Meese out front, the racing lady. Ronnie Jones looks like he might be settling for 2nd. Robbie Pearson gets tired of following. He dives in deep. He's got Scott Baker trying to come on through with him. Nicole doesn't get the drive this time off of turn number 2. She's got Ronnie right there on the back tire. 3rd is Mikey Rush. 4th is the man on the mission to get one more spot. That's Robbie Pearson. They're going to bring him off of 4. Nicole Meese going to win a semi right here in California. Rush had all kinds of head shake coming off of turn number 4. Still gets that 3rd spot. We'll give you the rundown in just a second, but how about that, ladies and gentlemen? The racing lady, Nicole Meese, picking up the victory. Hurry, okay, Barry? So we got Nicole Meese picking up the win on the 15 bike. Ronnie Jones, 74G. He's made a main event in 5 different decades. He makes another one tonight on the 74G. He gets 2nd. Mikey Rush on the Suzuki will get that 3rd and final transfer. So the night's over for Robbie Pearson, Scott Baker, John Cox, Bronson Bauman, Kevin Anderson, Sean Raggio, and Jethro Halbert. Nicole doesn't like riding up on that victory podium, but she likes being there. She just doesn't like riding up that ramp, so we'll go down trackside right now to Barry Boone.
She's got it nailed this time, Scotty. She's centered it up. She's arrived on the scene. Good job. Probably the scariest part of the race right there. Ladies and gentlemen, she's done it. The young lady from Clio, Michigan, the racing lady. Give it up for national number 15, Nicole Meese. All right, Nicole, what a great race. Great job. You were under pressure every lap. Congratulations.
Yeah, it felt really good. You know, my Black Hills Harley Davidson out and racing motorcycles working awesome tonight. Wish we could have made it from the heat race, but we got a little hot getting into some of the turns and got past, and we figured it out for the semi, and just glad to be in the main event, and hopefully we can put it on top of the box.
You're 3rd row of the main, but I know that's 25 laps to get it done. Have fun.
Yeah, I will for sure, and I got to thank my dad, you know, for traveling with me every weekend, working on the bikes and making them work.
Ladies and gentlemen, she's in 3rd row of the main event tonight. National number 15, Nicole Meese.
Last qualifying race of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. We'll take the top 3 finishers to the main event on the pole from Fresno, California. The Fresno Flyer on the Kawasaki 26, Brandon Bergen. Starting second from Manhattan, Kansas on the Harley-Davidson 47G, Colt Shabolt. Starting third from Standish, Michigan on the Danny Kelch on the Kelch Farms Entry 93X, Danny Kelch. 69F from Galion, Ohio is Ben Evans. Starting fifth from Oxford, Pennsylvania on the TJ Burnett Farms Kawasaki 44, Brandon Robinson. Last bike on the front row, number 74, Scooter Vernon from Olympia, Washington. Row number 2 scheduled to be the 46 of Aaron Linfors, 25A Miss Shayna Texter, 31 Dan Ingram from Claremont, Indiana, and your Factory Triumph rider, number 91, that is Mikey Martin. So both of the Factory Triumph teams are out there being represented on row number 2, the 91 of Mikey Martin and the 25A of Shayna Texter. Last qualifying race of the evening. After this, we'll take our second scheduled intermission and hopefully give away that Yamaha motorcycle after this. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Top 3 to the main event. They're on the starting line, watching for the green light. Bergen on the inside, the Fresno Flyer. Here we go. And it's a quick light this time. Bergen grabs the whole shot from the outside. Evans dives into second place. Now the rider from the outside. He ducks in the inside. It is Brandon Bergen, number 26, part-time flat tracker. He'll take him down the back straightaway. Good battle for second place. Ben Evans had it. Now he slips back to third. New rider taking over second. They'll dive in deep into turn number 3 and 4. That's possibly Scooter Vernon. We'll find out shortly as they come back this way, right here in front of us. Here they come off before. It's Bergen. Now it is 74. Scooter Vernon goes on by. New leader, 74, Scooter Vernon. Second is the 26. That is Brandon Bergen. Third spot, Colt Shabolt. Down the back straightaway they go. Colt looking for his first ever Grand National main event. Fourth is Ben Evans now. So Colt Shabolt is now in a transfer spot. It is still early in this one though. Last qualifying race of the evening. Scooter Vernon. He's running out front. He's on that Kawasaki. Brandon Bergen's also on a Kawasaki right there in second. And we got the third place rider. It is Colt Shabolt. 47G takes him down the back straightaway. He's got Johnny Go turning the wrenches in his pit area. And looks like he's putting good use of that great mechanic. Johnny Go is spinning the wrenches on that third place rider right here tonight. Out front, Scooter Vernon. So we got Kawasaki's first and second with a Harley back there in third. Ben Evans in the fourth spot on that Suzuki. Dan Ingram is back there in fifth. No change in the leaderboard. Let's go back out front. Still Scooter Vernon, number 74. He started on the outside of the front row on the Walrath Racing Kawasaki. He's got the lead. Brandon Bergen right there in the 2 spot. Colt Shabolt's looking for his first ever Grand National main event. If he can hang on a few more laps, he will have a national number next year. Terry Reimer, the general manager of Black Hills Harley Davidson, asked me what Nicole was riding. Looks like she was on her X-Large 750 from up here. Not quite sure, Terry. Leaders down there into turn number 3 and 4. It is still Scooter Vernon. Second, Brandon Bergen. Third is Colt Shabolt. He's looking for some more. He's not going to settle in there for that third spot. Top 3 riders definitely broke away from everybody else. Fourth is Ben Evans. Fifth is Mikey Martin. Now the Factory Triumph's in the 5th spot. Fourth place rider slips off the groove a little bit. Mikey Martin comes through. He needs to pick up one more spot, but he's got a long way to go to catch up to the leaders. Top 3 already in turn number 3. Now fourth just now gets into turn number 3. That's Mikey Martin. Back out front is still Scooter Vernon, 74. Scooter, Bergen, Colt Shabolt, your top 3. Mikey Martin, the Factory Triumphs in 4th, and he's got to catch up to the 47G if he wants to keep racing tonight. Take him down the back straightaway. Leader's got about a half a second breathing room. Scooter Vernon from Olympia. I believe Olympia, Washington is where Scooter's from. He's out front of this one. Battle's getting tight for second. Colt Shabolt's trying to go around the outside of Brandon Bergen. Brandon works at a sprint car shop full-time during the week. Still finds time to work on his motorcycles and puts it out front. Normally when he rides motorcycles, it's about the second or third time we've seen him this season. Into turn number 3, it's still your leader, Scooter Vernon on the Kawasaki. Brandon Bergen, also Kawasaki mounted rider in second. Colt Shabolt is in third, but guess who's coming? Here comes the 91, Mikey Martin. He can see the leaders now. 91 needs to pick up one more position. He is now catching up to the leaders. So is the 26 holding up the 47G, or is 91 just that much faster? There's a lap and a half remaining. Here comes National 91, Mikey Martin. He gets to sleep in his own bed for these final couple of rounds. He's looking for a main event. Here they come off of 4. White flag is in the air. It's still Scooter Vernon. Brandon Bergen, Colt Shabolts, and Mikey Martin is there. He was just about a full straightaway behind these guys just a lap or two ago, and now he's in hot pursuit. He slips a little wide over there coming up at 2. Actually probably has some wheel spin on that factory Triumph. This time by, here comes the checkered flag. Off at turn number 4. Is Martin going to make anything happen? Here they come to the finish line. Look at the wheelie. Scooter Vernon taking the win. Second, Brandon Bergen. Third spot, Colt Shabolts makes his first ever Grand National main event. He will have a national number next year. And we'll give you the rundown right now. Your winner, 74, Scooter Vernon on the Kawasaki. Brandon Bergen, the Fresno Flyer, will get second on the 26. Colt Shabolts makes his first ever Grand National main event. Next year, that young man will have a national number. He was 47G here tonight. Mikey Martin comes up just a little bit short. Brandon Robinson 5th, Danny Kelcher 6th, Dan Ingram 7th, Ben Evans 8th, Shayna Texter 9th, and Aaron Linford's was a scratch. So we'll take the winner up there to the victory podium, and this will be time for our second scheduled intermission. They said let's keep it short and sweet. We'll try to give away that Yamaha in just a few moments. We'll have our second intermission. Also, the Calistoga race fans, for your patronage of this official merchandise booth, they're running a special buy one, get one free on all t-shirts. So the Calistoga race fans, you are entitled to the official merchandise booth by running a special buy one, get one free on all shirts. Let's go trackside, my partner, Barry Boone.
He rode that Walrath Kawasaki beautifully here, ladies and gentlemen. He's from Olympia, Washington, another fast gun out of the West Coast. Give it up for your expert semi number 2 winner, Scooter Vernon. Scooter, that's got to feel good, man. I mean, you're going to be deep third row in that main event, but you are in it. That's what matters.
Yeah, we did quite a bit of changes from the heat race, and they were the right changes. And I got to give thanks to my dad that's come down here, the Teasdale family, the Helmholtz family, and my biggest sponsor, Chuck Hovey. So, I mean, I'm just happy to be out here in the Maine. Feels good, and thanks to all the fans that come down here, because if it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't be here. So biggest fans, biggest sponsors, you guys fans out there.
We're fans of the fans, aren't we, Scooter?
Absolutely.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Scooter Vernon has done it the hard way. He'll be third row, but he is in tonight's expert main event.